Hello everyone. In today's video, I am going to show you two ways to enable the remote desktop client on the machine using Intune. First, we will see how to enable remote desktop using the configuration profile. Then we will also see how to use proactive detection and remediation script to enable the remote desktop client. But before we dive in, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Intune and Entra related content. And I will love to hear from you. What topic should I cover next? Let me know in the comment section. So right now I am on my client machine, and let me first show you what actually we want to enable it. So if you open the setting apps and go to the system and scroll down, basically we want to enable the remote desktop. This option we want to enable it. So let me go to the Intune portal, and first I will show you how to enable using the configuration profile. So let me go to the device, and then we have to go to the Windows devices and then configuration, and then we have to create a profile, and in the platform Windows 10 and later, and profile type is setting catalog, and click on create. And then here you need to give a name called enable remote desktop, and same thing we can also add in the description. Click on next, and then you have to add the settings, and then we have to search for remote desktop and click on search. And here we have to go to the administrative template, remote desktop service, remote desktop session host connections, and then we have to select the first option, allow user to connect remotely by using the remote desktop service. Click on this, and then what you have to do, you just need to enable this service and click on next. And for now I'm not going to deploy this on any devices, but you can select the specific group of devices where you want to enable this service, and click on next and click on create. So this is how you can enable using the configuration profile. And now let me show you how we can enable using the PowerShell script. So for that, what you have to do, you have to go to the scripts and remediations, and then you have to create a productive remediation. So let me create it, and then give it a name called enable remote desktop. Same thing in the description. Click on next, and then we have to upload the detection and remediation script. Let me first upload the detection script and show you the result, and then I will upload the remediation script. And both the scripts I will provide you the link in the description section. So let me go to the detection script, and that is in my download folder. So let me select this, and then we have to just enable run script in 64-bit PowerShell. Click on next and click on next. And then here, if you want, you can add a specific group where you want to enable this service. But for now, I will use a on-demand productive remediation scripts to show you. So that's why I'm not going to select anything in the include group, and then click on next and then click on create. Now what we have to do, we have to go to the devices, and then we have to select the device where we want to run this script. So now we have to click on the run remediation, and then from this you have to select your script which you want to initiate. So my script name is enable remote desktop. Click on run. Now script initiate successfully. We can also see the status in the device action status, and here if you refresh it, you can see that remediation status is pending. We have to wait for some time so that we can see the remediation status. And now we can see the remediation status is completed. Let me go to the devices and again go to the scripts and remediation, and then open the script. And now here we can see that in the pre-remediation detection output, and if you are not able to see this option, basically you have to add a column called pre-remediation detection output, and in this you can see that remote non-compliant remote desktop is disabled. And now what we have to do, let me go to the property, and now this time I am going to add the remediation script to enable that service. So let me select the remediation script and then click on save and then click on save. And now again we have to go to the device and then we have to run the remediation. Let me select the script and click on run remediation. And now again we can go to the device action status and refresh the screen. Now we can see that again the remediation status is pending. And now we can see that the remediation status is showing as completed. Let me again go to the script and select that script and go to the device status. And now we can see that the script executed successfully and the issue is also remediated, meaning that the remote desktop service is now enabled. And in the post remediation detection script output, we can see that the completed remote desktop is now enabled. And if we go to the device and again go to the settings, again go to the system and then check the remote desktop. Now here you can see that the desktop service is now enabled. So two important point when you are using the script way to enable this. First thing, you have to test this thoroughly on some of the test devices, both from the server side and from the client perspective, so that you will ensure that there is no user disturbance while you are implementing this script. And second point, there might be some scenarios where when you are running the detection and remediation script together, you will see some failure here. Even though the script executed successfully and the service is enabled on the machine, but still you will able to see that some failure here. In this case, I suggest you to create a separate detection script and separate remediation script to enable the remote desktop. So that's all for this video, and let me know in the comment section if you have any question on this, and I will see you soon in my next